All right, welcome everybody. This is Matt over at Team G Sale, and I'm here at my local thrift store today to do some big game hunting or board game hunting for the Board Game Museum. I've really enjoyed watching Norm and others do the big game hunting, and now I'm going to do one to help the channel out, since this is something I do regularly for video games and board games. But let's take a look at what we can find today. So there's usually a pretty good selection, although the prices aren't amazing here. I've never seen this before. Looks like it's for like a lie detector game or something, but I'm going to put it back. All right, and the first game of the day we got... Oh, sorry, my finger's in there. Here's Dare. How far will you go to win? This is an odd Parker Brothers game. Never actually tried this one myself. The values online are not really that great, and since this game is $5, I'll just put it right back here on the shelf, but interesting to see it. I have actually run into it before. This is Upwards. Now, Upwards is actually a really fun word game. We already have a copy at my house, and I've seen this in so many different versions. Online, there's really not a lot of high value for this game, so again, at $5, it's just not worth my time. But again, there's lots of games here. Maybe we'll find something. This is Milton Bradley's Arthur Goes to the Library. I actually have this game, although I do have children, so that's probably the reason I do. It is a vintage game, but again, the values online are not great, so we're going to leave this one here. This might be kind of a pattern today. Do you guys remember Zax? I actually had these as a kid, so these are triangular and square toys that snapped in. I remember having a few of these different sets as a kid. I'm not interested in buying this, but it is really cool to see it. I do enjoy seeing vintage stuff, even if I'm not going to pick it up myself. There's a lot of modern games that I'm skipping over here. Here we got Payday. Now, this is actually a really, really fun game. I actually have this exact copy at home, so I don't really feel like grabbing it. I am in Canada, by the way, so you're going to see a lot of French on these games. But again, for $5, it's just not worth my time. Keep on looking. There are other things here, and I'm sure we'll find, hopefully, at least one game today. I'm probably in the same position as some people else on this channel where I just have too many games already, but here we go. This is Clue VCR Mystery Game. I already have this, but it is kind of cool to see it, and it is actually a pretty fun game, even though the VCR stuff is pretty cheesy. I'm pretty sure you can YouTube it, just like with Nightmare. You don't actually have to have the VHS tape. I'm going to put that back again, but again, it is cool to see it. With the Big Bang Theory game there, I've actually played that as well. Here's a Pie Face Showdown. We actually have this one as well. Doesn't really sell for a lot either, so let's just throw that one back on the shelf there. Either way. And here's Max. If you're in Canada, you may have seen these family pastime games. They're really fun little tabletop games and are usually cheap, but I already have this one, and again, they don't sell really well, but there was hundreds of these games, and they literally all played the exact same. So let's just put that one back there and keep on looking for something else in this big batch today. There's a Talk About, which I've played before. A lot of Headbands games today. Here's an interesting one. This is Jitters by Milton Bradley. I actually don't own this one, and it's $2.99, cheaper than most of the board games on this shelf, so I think I'm actually going to grab this one. But we'll put it there for now and possibly grab it. This is one of these treasure chest games. This is a Hasbro one. They were just multiple games in one, like checkers and Chinese checkers and backgammon and things like that. They were, pretty popular in the 50s and 60s, so I have no interest in this one. I don't know if it sells for a lot, but I don't think it does. Here we have Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. There is literally Star Wars games for everything. Some of them hold a little bit of value and some of them don't. This one I don't think it does. And again, for $5, to make $10, it's probably not worth my time to grab it. Again, this isn't my favorite thrift store for prices. So gonna leave that one back there on the shelf. Going down to the bottom row, this is actually a pretty cool one here. So here we have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone mystery at Hogwarts game. I already own this game, but this is actually kind of cool, and it is $4.99, so $5. I think I'm going to pick this one up because I probably could get 15 or 20 for it. There are definitely a lot of Harry Potter fans out there, so this might be one worth picking up. And interestingly enough, right beside it, I see another game that kind of stands out. Although for $6.99, I don't think I'm going to get it. But either way, this is Adventure Time, the Everything Burrito game. I have never played this, but I really do enjoy Adventure Time stuff. And I do find it relatively easy to sell. Briar Patch makes some interesting games. However, this for $7, I just don't think there's enough room to make a lot of profit off this game. So we're going to put this guy right back on the shelf, where somebody will probably end up buying it, but not me. Finish off this final row here. I did put that back, but I did eventually come back and grab it after. Oh, here we go. This is one I see from time to time, but the value has gone up a little bit. This is Mall Madness. If you could find the electronic versions, they actually do hold quite a bit of value. This is a modern one. It still does sell for about $20 or $25, except for they have it at $9.99. So for me, just not worth my time to try and resell. Not going to be a lot of profit margin on this guy. So let's put this one back on the shelf and keep on looking to see if there's anything left in this final row here today. Here we have an interesting one. This is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This is a newer version of the game. I have never actually seen this one, but based on online sales, it doesn't sell for a lot of money. So I thought about adding it to my collection, but in reality, it doesn't look like a game that I'm ever really going to play. So even though it's based off of a cool franchise, I'm still going to put it back. Yeah, nothing worth that for me. Oh, here's one more here. We got Uno Extreme. I don't own this one, actually. For $5, I kind of debated about this one and did consider actually buying it, but I decided to put it back. I don't know much about this one. Feel free to comment below if you have tried this one and it's actually worth picking up, because I have seen it a few times, but I always seem to throw it back on the shelf. Well, folks, that's it for today. Thanks for coming along with me, and maybe next time we'll find some more. In the grand total that I spent was $8 today, and I picked up the Harry Potter game and the Jitters game, one to add to my collection and one to hopefully resell. Again, thanks for tuning in, and if you do get a chance to check out my channel at Team G Sale, you can see pickup videos for board games, but I also collect video games, toys, books, and other things as well. Either way, thanks for coming along with me today, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye now.